Hey makers, this is Dhruvin and in this episode I am going to talk about how you can use Page Navigator and Bookmark Navigator in Power BI. This is the new feature that has been rolled out in November 2021 Power BI desktop update. So let's get started and talk and elaborate this feature in detail. This is one of the cool features which save lots of our time for creating the navigation for bookmark or for page. So let's explore this with me. One more important announcement. I launched my own Instagram page where I am uploading short content related Power Platform. So don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. The Insta ID is available here and in the description box. So without wasting much time, let's get started and talk about Page Navigator and Bookmark Navigator in detail with me. Here I am on my machine and here I have opened Power BI desktop. Make sure that you have updated your Power BI desktop with latest version of November 2021. So basically in this video we are going to discuss about Bookmark Navigator and Page Navigator. So Page Navigator is something like, let's say in your report page if you have 10 page and let's say you want to create some home page with the navigation of all the link at a central place. At that time you can easily use this Page Navigator. So basically it will show all the pages that you have added into Power BI report in a sequential manner, and when you click on any of your report, basically it will directly open up that particular page. So that is called a Page Navigator. Now what do we mean by Bookmark Navigator? So let's say for an example, this is one report page and over here you have added couple of bookmarks for year and month view. And now whenever you click on any of your bookmark, basically it will change that view according to that. And this is something which is called as Bookmark Navigator. So whatever the bookmark that you have added into a single group, which will be available as a part of navigation. Right now just think, like earlier if you want to develop this kind of thing, how much effort you need to put. Basically you need to place all the button and after that you need to add the different type of action for to integrate your bookmark page over there, right? And this is something which is mostly time consuming and you need to do lots of testing on top of that. Now this is becoming very easy and this is one of my favorite feature from November 2021. Also, if you like this feature, just share your opinion with me in the comment section by saying yes, I love this feature, and whatever your other thoughts for this video, just share with me in the comment section and don't forget to thumbs up the video. So now I am going to show you the step-by-step process for creating this Page Navigator and Bookmark Navigator. So now let me head over to the Power BI desktop and show you the step-by-step process for adding these navigators. So this is the home page of my Power BI report, and at this moment I have created 3 different pages on my report. So this is the home, another one is granular analytics, another is line analytics, and one more page which is in hidden mode, and this is also one hidden page that I have created. Now I wanted to add page navigation on the home, that how many pages are there from where user can easily navigate through the pages. So for that you simply need to go to the insert menu and you simply need to select the button option. Over here at last you have an option called navigator. From this navigator option, select the page navigator. So once you add that, it will add this kind of page navigator for you. And page navigator's name is same as your page name and the sequence is also based on the same sequence of your pages which are added here. Now whenever you are adding any new page over here, it will automatically add that thing into your navigation. Also at this moment it is adding the hidden pages as well, but obviously there are configuration properties as well to remove the hidden pages. So now let's check out its different properties. So first of all let's select the page navigator over here and just go to the format navigator. Now over here there are different options. So first of all you can change the shape of your navigator option. So I'm just changing it to rounded rectangle so it will look nicer. Then you can apply different styles as well from here, and maybe you can apply the rotation as well for your feature, right? Then if you just wanted to change the fill for your buttons, you can do that. If you wanted to turn on the border and shadow, you can just turn it on, and this is looking nice. Now if you just wanted to add some glow color for your navigation, just add that, right? And at last, this is the most important property, which is grid layout. Now basically I just wanted to convert the orientation from horizontal to vertical, so I will just choose the vertical navigation. And now let me just increase this size, and let me just arrange it properly into my page, and this is looking really nice and cool. Now you can change the padding property as well. So let's say if you just wanted to decrease the padding in between, you can just change that from here. And over here there is one more property called pages. So using this property, what you can do is, let's say if you just wanted to hide the hidden pages, just turn it off, and what it will do is it will hide all your hidden pages. And let's say I just wanted to make this page hide, and you can see here the reflection automatically that it will only show the pages which are visible for the end user. And let's say if you have created any tooltip page for your report, and if you wanted to hide, just turn it off as well. So this is how the page navigation is looking like, right? So page navigator is something like it will show all the pages sequentially on the home page, and whatever the page is selected, it is highlighted with the color. And you can change all this, you can just play around this styling option, and you can change that accordingly. So like let's say default state, what should be the color, on hover, on press, on selected, what should be the color. You can change all these styles from here. So just play around the styling option, it's very easy. But the main two important formatting property are grid layout and pages, right? So that's all. So this is all about the page navigator. Now let's talk about the bookmark navigator. So let me just move towards this page, and this is the basic report which I have developed. Different videos published so far on my YouTube channel by different category. Now I just wanted to create one good panel over here. So basically I just wanted to create one panel over here on the top, where I want to show the different bookmarks for Power Apps, Power BI, Power Virtual Agents, Microsoft 365, SharePoint. And over here for this graph, I just wanted to show that by month and by year. So how can I do that? So for that, first of all, make sure that you took the bookmarks properly. How to take bookmarks, I already explained in couple of my earlier sessions related to bookmark and selection pen. So just visit those videos. I'm providing the link as well in the description box. But let me just show you the quick process. So I'm just going to the view menu and just going to the bookmark section, and when you click add, so basically it will take the snap for the current page and store that as a bookmark. Now here I already built couple of bookmarks. This is the all bookmark. Now this is the Power BI bookmark. This is Power Apps. This is Power Virtual Agent, SharePoint, Microsoft 365. Then this is the yearly view, monthly view, and one more bookmark I take for deselect icon. We will talk that later. But this is the basic idea about the bookmarking that I have done so far onto this particular page. Now let's talk about how we can add the bookmark. So basically, first of all, you need to go to the insert menu and just expand the button section, and from navigator you just need to select bookmark navigator, and basically it will add this kind of panel for you. So let me just bring up that over here, and basically it is showing by default all the bookmarks that you have created for your entire report. Now let's say my requirement is not something like that. I wanted to have only 4 bookmarks on top, and year and month is something I wanted to have as another bookmark. Then how can I manage this thing? So it's very easy. Let me show you the trick for that. So first of all, let's say in one bookmark you wanted to have this 4 thing, right? So just shift and select this thing, press shift key and click. So I'm just doing this. I've selected everything like this. Now right click anywhere and just click on group and just provide the name of your bookmark group. So I just wanted to rename this group as header. And this year and month is something I just wanted to have as a separate bookmark. So shift plus click and add them into another group. So let's click on group and just rename that. I just wanted to rename that as year month. Now we need to configure one property. So just select the bookmark navigator that you have added, and now only I wanted to have header. So just expand the bookmark section, and over here there is an option and it is showing the group name. So I just wanted to have header from here. So let's select header and we are good, right? So now it is showing me only this thing which I want. And now I will add one more bookmark navigator onto the screen. So I'm going here, insert, button, navigator and bookmark navigator. So let's add one more. And now by default it is showing me everything. But now I just wanted to configure as only year month. So let me just take that up, right? And now let me just change the size and let me just arrange it properly, right? So this is looking really cool and amazing one, right? Now let me show you one more important trick and then we will move to the formatting part. So let's say for an example, if you wanted to move through this particular thing into desktop mode, basically you need to press Ctrl and click. So let's say I selected Power BI from here, so it is changing my view according to that, and highlighted color is looking like this. Now let's say I just wanted to deselect this, and during deselection it should show me some other page that you should at least select one or something like that. For that also you can create one more page and configure the deselection property for your bookmark. So let's say I'm deselecting this and at that time I created one more page and take the bookmark for that is called deselection text. And now what I want to do here is whenever a user deselect this particular bookmark, it should show that page. For that, just select your navigator, and over here there is an option allow deselection, and if you select that, you just need to select which bookmark you want to show as a part of deselection. So I'm selecting this and basically it will show that page for me. So now let's say I'm clicking here on Power Apps and now I'm deselecting that Power Apps, and see it is redirecting me here, and here I just add this normal back button to redirect user to the back page. So I'm just going here again, right? So this is cool. So we have added, we talked about this concept. Now let's talk about some another formatting property. The main formatting property is this bookmark one, where you just need to select appropriate group. By default all is there, so make sure about this thing, and if you just wanted to set the deselection, just use this property. Then there is another good property called grid layout. From here you can change the orientation from horizontal and vertical. So there are three options provided here. The first option is grid, and in grid it is showing that how many rows and how many columns you need and how many padding you need in between them. So let's say if I am adding here 4 columns, so it is showing me 4 columns and padding in between them, and it has scroll in between them. So this is one more thing. Another is vertical. So if you wanted to change the entire orientation to vertical, you can just select this out and it will show you the vertical layout. Same way horizontal is something which we already have and already discussed. So you can set the horizontal property as well over here, right? Now if you just wanted to change the styling for the different state of button, you can choose from here, hover, press or selected. Then there is a rotation property and shape property. So I just wanted to have this particular thing as a strip tab, so it will look nicer like this. So I just provided this one. right? This is how the bookmark navigator will look like, and we can format like this. So that's all about the bookmark navigator in the Power BI. Hope you love both of these two features. Now let me just recap everything that what we have covered throughout this video. So first of all, we have started with the page navigator, and we have added one type of page navigator from here, and over here we have checked the different grid layout like grid, horizontal, vertical, and after that we just move towards the bookmark navigator, where we have created two type of bookmark. By default all the bookmarks are there, but after that we converted to the group, and group thing we have shown here. And after that let's say we have implemented the deselect feature for the bookmark. So if someone is deselecting the thing, it will redirect them to the particular bookmark. So that is something we have implemented, and at last we have discussed about the different styling option. Hope this video values your time and you learn something new from my channel. Make sure you hit thumbs up and share this video with your friends. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. If you are interested for short content on Power Platform, then do subscribe my another channel called Digital Through Win. Also, if you are looking for any consultancy, here is the website link. Also, if you wanted to follow me on all my social media handles, just click on this link. And wanted to follow me on my Twitter and Instagram account, then these are the links. Just follow me over there. If you are interested for audio podcast, then this is the podcast channel link. With this is Dhruvin signing off. See you in the next session with some amazing content. Till then, have a great day. Goodbye.